I want to welcome everybody to another episode of Four Cases and a Bottle. We're so fortunate today to be talking with Bryce McNamee of Boutique Wine Collection and one of his incredible producers of Grüner Veltliner and other Austrian varietals, Martin Moser of Herman Moser. So you guys, welcome.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, I have to remind people that today was going to be such a special day for us, and we were all going to be together in Virginia showing off your wines to our trade in Virginia and West Virginia. And of course, we got COVID out. Nothing like that going on.
COVID out.
We got COVID out.
Well, we'll have it. We'll have everyone back because Virginia's great, and it's great spring, summer, and fall. So you guys are always welcome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Martin, I would love for you to just give us a little explanation about your wonderful property and where you live.
Our winery is located in Kremstal. So we very close to the Danube. It's our winery. I think it's 1 kilometer from the Danube, and so in the north you have the Kamptal, and in the south the Wagram, and on the way to Vienna, the Dreisental in the north, and then we have the Wachau of the other side and the Wagram of the other side. So we are located in around us are 4 other wine regions, and the Kremstal in the middle. So our village, the name of the village is Rohrendorf. It's a very old winery village. So also my family produced wine nearly 400 years.
Wow.
And I'm around. We don't know exactly, but I think I am the 25th generation in this. So we have also a very big wall cellar. So it's we have 4 walls with 60 meters long.
Oh wow!
And 2 walls with 20 meters long, and all the way to the other walls. So it's one of the biggest wall cellar in this area. And the oldest part is also nearly 400 years old.
Wow! I wish my wine cellar looked like that.
Yeah, and I think we want to start with the Grüner Veltliner, with the Verdure. You have everybody has this Grüner Veltliner in the glass.
I have the rosé. Lisa's got she's got the mother load of the wines. I've got.
I do.
And the mother load of morel mushrooms. I've got.
I
the
do.
Rosé. But she's got some top wines to the Derlos. I sent a kind of list of what she's got. But we can start with the Perdue for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perdue is it's our entry-level Grüner Veltliner style. It's fresh, uncomplicated drinking wine for every day. So it's very refreshing style, but with character. And it's a little bit it's more powerful than the green ice. It's more drinkable. I love this wine. It's wine for every day, every time, especially in the summer when it's get a little bit hotter. You also can make a beautiful spritz from them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or for Austria, like pork, cold dishes with sausage and this style. It's also very, very good for this.
I say that the entry-level Grüner Veltliners are the universal salad wine.
Yes. And isn't it what do we call it in Austria? Sparzel?
Spätzle.
Spätzle. No, the asparagus.
Spargel, the asparagus?
Yeah, spargel.
Yes.
Spargel.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Bryce always like to say is Grüner Veltliner works very good with everything what is green. It's true. It works with salad, with vegetables, and especially for Asian cuisine is the Grüner Veltliner's best.
That's excellent. Well, we love the Perdue here for sure. What vintage are you tasting, Martin?
I have the same vintage like you. every vintage you
The
have.
18?
I have, yes.
Nice.
So I opened the 18 for me too.
Yay.
And Perdue means for two in Italian.
Yeah, not in French.
Well,
Because in French it's perdu. It's I get lost.
Uh-oh.
And
Purdue.
but we
Better.
also said when French people came or people did say, oh, it's perdu, and they say no, it's not. It's perdu. It means for two people. And I say, oh, but you can say also lost. You can lost your mind in a wine too.
All right.
No, these wines are
100%.
all great, and they have a great story. I mean, we're really excited to have you guys both on here to talk about them. And these are ones that I don't think a lot of people know about. I mean, Grüner Veltliner is not one that's in the common grapes, and I've read a bunch of wine books during this lovely staycation or stay-at-home time, however you want to put it, and one about lost grapes or unknown grapes. And there are a whole chapter on Groovy Grüner and how it came to light in the 80s in the U.S. and sort of grew into this phenomenon that we're now tasting some really great ones today.
So tell us about the Fortissimo.
Fortissimo is a reserve category wine. Is our entry level on the reserved wine. It's a little bit of freshing style, a nice acidity, nice round, powerful, much powerful than the other wine, Grüner Veltliner style. It's a Graham style DIC reserve, and also it's a one UTV on the bottle. It means it's from the best region and best vineyards.
Right.
So we are a membership of the regional Austrian winemakers. It means this symbol here.
Yeah.
So Willy Bründelmeier, Jucic, the big names in our areas are in this membership group. 30 wineries, a little bit more, and so it's our high-end wines with first UTV. Yeah, it's very cool stuff.
You'll also notice on the labels I've got the rosé, but there's the profile on both sides. On the Grüners, you've got normally a red and cream combo, and when you get to the reserve wines, it's a silver and red in the center as opposed to red and cream. So
Yeah, but we have a new. Yeah, but that's the new levels for the reserve category. It's silver and black.
That's really nice.
With a black label.
Oh,
yeah.
Fantastic.
There's something special on the capsule too.
Yeah, we have a new capsule.
Yeah.
Cool.
With this on the you see.
Yeah.
I think it's very cool.
I like that.
Really cool. The Fortissimo is it was my first experience with a Grüner past the entry level Grüners, and it was amazing. But the level of balance with the acidity and everything, it just floors me. And Bryce came the very first time he and I worked together. He brought a special bottle. He brought a 2010 Fortissimo.
Oh, it's cool.
I mean, we worked so hard, and we didn't get to show it to everybody. It was almost like, who's really going to appreciate it? So he left me the bottle, and I'm telling you, I threw it in my refrigerator for a week. And then I have a really, really good friend that loves Grüners, and you know, he's in the wine business. And I said, Stuart, you have to try this. I don't even know if it's going to taste good, but it's been in my fridge for a week. It was phenomenal. It was so good. Still.
The reserve wines hold very well, even open.
The fridge, yeah.
For longer, yeah.
That's just crazy. So
without gassing, without anything, they really do hold well.
Yeah.
And they age exceptionally well. All the reserve category Grüners will age, more than 10 years easily. The entry level wines will age and get better complexity for 3 to 5 years. So you've got a nice window of opportunity on either side of the fence.
Yeah.
At the moment we sell a Grüner Veltliner 10. So we started last year. We start with 09. So we keep some bottles.
A library.
I think 20 or 30%. It depends on the wine, and keep that in the cellar. And now, after 10 years, we sell it. So we start last year with 09, and this year we sell Fortissimo 10, Löss 10, Hanna 10, and Riesling Kellerstraßen 10. So it's very cool, and the people love it, and the restaurants like it to have, and that's very cool.
The next one you're up, Lisa, would be the Derlos for sure.
Right. Okay, so this is what I have. I have the Derlos, the 2016. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Taste it with me. You're at the end of your day. You can taste more.
Yeah, my taste stops now, so I can drink.
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming up on 5:30 for Martin.
I know.
We're getting started early. Martin's just, continuing the party.
Yeah. I'm glad we could start with him. So this has a very, very different nose, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's much more complex. It's much more brighter. The Löss is the name of the soil. The soil is Löss. It means soft. Soft. It's like a powder, but it's pressed. Then it's hard and it's hard.
Oh my God.
And it's the youngest soil in the world. It comes from the last ice time. It's 30,000 years old.
Wow.
Around. And when the glacier from Scandinavia comes to Germany and moving back and forwards, they crash the rocks and so after the ice time was over, there was so much rock dust, very fine rock dust, like a powder, and this powder blows the wind away and settle down a natural barriers, so like a mountain, on my mountain, for example, and they settle down there, and now grows the wine there. It's the only soil in it's rock and soil in one thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so back to what Martin said, it's rock dust. It's pulverized rock dust that then was compressed. You can actually draw into it. You can write your name into it, but with a bit of force.
Wow.
Huh. This wine, it's like no other Grüner I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's so it's got tropicalness to it.
The thing is, on our Löss soil in Rondorf, in my village, in the next village in Geddersdorf, we have 35 meters Löss soil. So the rootstock grows into the soil, I think 25 meters. So our best vineyard standing on Löss soil, and the rootstock take out everything from the soil, only from the Löss. And in the most areas in Austria, you have Löss soil, 3 meters, 5 meters, 6 meters, but under there's something else. There is river stones, there's sand, there's whatever. But our wine grape stands only on Löss soil, and this is super unique. We have this only in my village, in the next village, and in Germany on the border to France, in the Kaiserstuhl. There's the massive Löss soil.
Wow.
And it's a very special, very unique, and it makes him bright, nice, round. It's when you think I'm sure you know some wine producer from the Wachau and some Grüner from there. That's much more stony, more rocky there, and so it's not so round. It's more
linear.
The wine has much more corners, and it's not so easy drinking like wines.
It's really amazing. It's got so many different layers. It's I mean, I definitely get some fun tropical flavors to it, and then it kind of gets into a little oranginess or something, and it stays in your mouth a long time. The flavor
every time,
yeah. That's
super long.
That's typical of these reserve Grüners, and just to kind of translate that amount of depth that Martin's talking about, 33 meters is over 100 feet deep.
Oh wow.
Soil.
How old?
25 meters deep, you're multiplying that times 3.3. That's how deep these soils are that his vines are growing in.
How old is this vineyard? Or these vines, I should say.
I think it's a bit mixed up from different, but everything is old. So between 35 and 45.
Okay.
That's what Martin says to everyone when they ask his age.
Yeah.
Andy, why don't you try your wonderful Hana?
So I have the 2016 Hana. This one is the big boy. This is one that I think would go great. It doesn't necessarily need to be the green, the vegetables, the salad wine. This could hold up to some bigger, fattier, richer foods. On the nose,
Yeah.
it almost has a yeasty quality that I get from some fine, sort of great grower champagnes. It's sort of a yeasty note with like subtle tropical and tobacco undernotes. Really pretty. I mean, it's a golden wine, definitely.
It's our high-end Grüner Veltliner, and the wine with fermentation in stainless steel, and after the fermentation with little yeast, we put it in the barrels, in 1,500 liter barrels, and the wine stays 1 year in big oak barrels, as in the 1,500 liter barrels, and it's powerful than the Lurs, and it's a very, very big Grüner Veltliner style.
I really like it. It's the nice balance of the acid, and I really want to eat this with pork belly. I think that would be kind of fun.
I liked how you slipped up there verbally. You want to eat this with pork belly. It's with pork. It's phenomenal. But try that wine even with beef or brisket. You will be amazed what that wine can do and the versatility of it. Things that you wouldn't actually pair red wines with traditionally, that does so well with fattier fish as well. Anything that's big. Martin does incredible goose in November. Good with pheasant, goose, anything like that. Duck. I mean,
with deer, pheasant, it works very well.
I think there's a Riesling still left. Someone's got a Riesling in the lineup. I remember spying.
I don't have a bottle with me, but that Riesling, it cracked me up the other day. Andy and I were looking for a wine to go with something hot and spicy. I forget. I think we were giving it to a chef who's going to use it to show with her food. And I was like, oh, Andy, not that one. That's like bone dry, awesome Riesling. I was like, let's not do it with that. But you can tell us about the Riesling, because that's a reserve wine too, right?
It's so beautiful. It's very ripe aromas from apricots, pears, and the acid is well done. It's not too much and not too slow, and you have a little bit of residual sugar. I think 5-6 grams, and the whole wine is really nice, well balanced. And you have the lingering finish is so long, it stays forever. And that's for fish, for beautiful fish and seafood.
It is really a beautiful wine.
I love it with sushi. That wine with sushi, it's got this kind of, as far as the fruit goes, to me, I always get a little bit of quince and kind of like mandarin orange on it. It's got this little, maybe tangerine, and that it depends on how it's showing or the temperature, but oh, I love that wine.
That sounds awesome. I think I know what I'm having for dinner now. So Bryce, I hear you have a special bonus springtime bottle.
I do. I have the rosé, which I couldn't wait. When we first got on, I ended up making the cracking of the bottle, and so it's just, now you just get to hear the screw cap sound. But you can hear it pouring, and I have the 2019, which is Martin put in a new snazzy bottle. I've been complaining for years, and he's got it in the normal cases, which I love. And it has a beautiful, beautiful reflex to it. The color is just gorgeous this year. Very light, a little, when anytime I see this kind of pink, I refer to it as electric strawberry, electric raspberry. This is more on the strawberry kind of spectrum of pink. And it's really just beautiful. I mean, you kind of get it close to the camera here. You can see what I'm talking about. So this is 2019. This is as fresh as it gets. And yeah, it's really beautiful. It's got nice cut to it. When I say cut, you can kind of almost guess that there's acidity behind it before you get to taste it. And yeah, the fruit is really subtle, but definitely strawberry on the edge of strawberry with a little bit of green cut. If you kind of know what I'm talking about, you get it in Grenache. It's more of a feminine rosé. Really nice.
And that's Zweigelt, correct?
It is Zweigelt, yeah. Martin makes it from, that's an indigenous variety to Austria. It's across the Blaufränkisch and Saint Laurent that Dr. Zweigelt developed in the early 1920s.
Yeah.
And I always refer to him as the last name in wine because who has an entry in the wine dictionary after ZW?
That makes a lot of sense. These are all just such great wines, and just the difference and the sort of the spectrum they all range it's always really astounding that it's sort of similar grapes, same area, but such different outcomes.
No, I want to say that the Grüner Veltliner is the only variety in the world. You can start with a very nice entry level Grüner Veltliner, and you can finished with a high end Grüner Veltliner, like a big Burgundy. It's the whole range you can make it from this wine. And Grüner Veltliner likes different flowers. So when you taste from the Wachau, it's different wine from the loess soil, and the loess soil is different soil from the Wagram. So it makes him so interesting.
There's a lot of versatility, not only with pairing with it, but the stylistically, it as Martin was saying, it spans the whole spectrum. And they age well. A lot of people don't age their white wines. Not all white wines are made to be aged, but Grüner Veltliner ages exceptionally well, even in the entry-level categories, 3 to 5 years, like I was saying before. And the reserve wines can go, back in 2003, I tasted back to 1938, and the wines still showed freshness. So that should tell you that the wines can age. I think the integrity of winemaking, and I think the knowledge of winemaking has increased, logarithmically since the 30s, prior to World War II even. But these wines really go the distance. So it does pay to lay them down in your cellar. A number of times I've been at Martin's. He's been in his little kind of old library. He's got some wines back into even the 70s, and it's fun to taste something really old. The bottles are always with these spooky kind of penicillin kind of growing on it. It's true. It's what it is.
I know.
And you look at it and it's kind of freaky, but at the same point, it's really authentic. That they're pristine. They've been there for more than 20, 30, 40 years. So it's very interesting to taste these older wines from Austria.
Thank you guys again. We really appreciate your time. I mean, Bryce coming in from northern U.S. and Martin all the way from Austria. We really appreciate getting to talk to you guys and try some of these great wines. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thank you all so
Philly.
much.